Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Welcome to the first edition of the week of the Full 100, where the truth is told. Hope you guys all had a great weekend and not too hot for you. Guys, it's Tuesday the 11th of July today. The 11th of August. Where am I? It's Tuesday the 11th of August today, guys. And we're already in the second week. And hence, on my agenda today is schools, and schools. Guys, without further ado, let's get to it. I want to start with an incident that occurred yesterday outside of the White House. President Trump, or chairman, I don't know what to call him, gangster boss Trump maybe, was giving a press conference, and one of his Secret Service people came in and said to him, "We got to step outside." Guys, let me show you guys a video. It's not a huge deal, however, it's news, and I thought I'd share that with you guys. So take a look, guys.
Right now. Well, Jim, it sounds like the White House is on lockdown at this moment. We're getting this from our colleague Jeremy Diamond, who's actually on the premises. From what we understand, the president was giving this briefing when suddenly he effectively left the room, the press briefing room. I can tell you, we are just outside of Lafayette Park. This is not far from the White House grounds, and there were sounds of sirens outside. We heard shouting. I didn't get actual eyes on Lafayette Park to see what was happening, but as you can see in this video, the president, from one moment to the next, leaving the briefing almost mid-sentence. Obviously, we're still working to get more information on exactly what is happening, but it appears as if at this moment the White House is on lockdown. Left the briefing room. You could see inside reporters looking outside of the press briefing room. We're working to figure out exactly what is happening.
So guys, as he was having a press conference, he got called out. I think he was out for about 8 minutes or so, and then he came back in the room. Apparently there was an incident outside. Somebody pulled out a gun and engaged the Secret Service as well as the police officers outside of the White House in gunfire. Apparently the person was shot. We don't know if it's a black person even as of now. This happened last night. I'm talking to you guys now at 7:30 in the evening, and I've just scanned the networks, and there's still no news if it was a black person, a white person, male, female, terrorist or not. Crazy, we don't know. They've just kept it silent, and the news as of yesterday was that the person was still alive. So this is what happened when it all died down and he came back in the room. Take a look, guys.
So thank you very much. Sorry for that. There was a shooting outside of the White House, and seems to be very well under control. I'd like to thank the Secret Service for doing. They were always quick and very effective work. But there was an actual shooting, and somebody's been taken to the hospital. I don't know the condition of the person. It seems that the person was shot by Secret Service. So we'll see what happens. And did you have something?
Details about the shooting?
No, there are no details. We just found out just now. It was outside of the White House, this area right over here, and they'll have details for you in a little while. Somebody is taken to the hospital. It seems that the shooting was done by law enforcement at that person, at the suspect. It was the suspect who was shot, and this just took place. A couple of people outside. I noticed a man named John Roberts, who you know very well.
Yes.
He reported that he heard shots. He was outside and he heard 2 shots.
Welcome back, guys. Well, if I find out anything else, I will definitely keep you guys posted on that. I'm curious to find out who that person was, what the whole incident was about. So I'll feed you guys those details as I get them. I want to move over to schools now, guys. We're in a situation now where we're in the second week of August, more or less. We're in double figures now of August. So many of our kids are going back to school in approximately 3 weeks, some less. And it's that time now to start having that conversation about schools. Now, I've been talking about that US side because America has gone back to school. They go back to school in August. And so many European countries as well have gone back to school. America's position is just open back up. Now, a couple of days ago, one day last week, I think it was middle of last week, a young lady took a photo that went viral. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen it on the news. She came out of her class, and you know, it's that period where kids are going into different classrooms, and she took a picture of the hallway and it was terrible. It was packed. But guess what happened? When she posted it, the school suspended her and basically called her a whistleblower and victimized her. And then her parents complained. The picture made the headlines, and the school had to go back on their suspension of her and allowed her to go back to school. Anyway, now what's happened is, actually, I'll let the video tell you the story. Take a look.
Hi, Jim. That's right. This is what happens when you try to open schools in a community where you haven't brought the coronavirus infection rate way down. We're looking at Cherokee County schools in Georgia. At least 484 students and 21 staff members have been quarantined because that district is reporting some 25 positive cases among students and staff. And it's not just there. We're seeing this at other schools that have also opened in the state.
If we just act like the virus isn't there and we kind of go for it and try to tough it out, it won't work.
Public health experts warned this would happen, and now it has. Schools in states with high rates of COVID-19 infections opening up too quickly without the proper precautions and suffering the consequences as new cases pile up. The Georgia high school made famous in this viral photo now temporarily closed after 9 students or employees tested positive. The school, where masks are not required, holding classes remotely while it undergoes a deep cleaning. At least 16 schools in Cherokee County, Georgia, have reported COVID cases among students or staff, underlining the challenge of holding in-person classes in a state with the highest number of COVID cases per capita in the country.
The reason all this is happening is because we haven't controlled the virus spread in the community.
So as you can see, it turns out the poor girl was correct. Everybody who warned them was correct. You're opening too soon. Your numbers are going up. You've got community spread. You shouldn't be opening. So the whole purpose that the girl took the photo for, and I'm going to put the photo up so you guys can see. Take a look at the photo. Now, that was her passageway, her hallway. When she saw that, no masks, the school has a no mask mandate. So now you can see from that video, they have shut down. Now, you know, 8 or so months in, for these red states, that was in Georgia, a typical red state, for these red states to still be making the same mistakes, like I said in one of my videos last week, the guy said it is what it is, talking about the 162,000 people who have passed away. And in the same press conference, further down the press conference, he's forcing schools to open up. Now, how can you as a parent hear somebody say, you might not have lost nobody, but you're not stupid, you've seen 162,000 people are dead, and you're hearing him tell you to put your child in that it is what it is category. Terrible. So, but the UK, we've got the same issue. Here in the UK, my kid's going back in about 3 weeks or so. Now, my opinion of the UK is that schools can open. I've been out. The community spread in the UK is not that bad now. We're at a place, obviously there are hotspots. So my opinion is, if you're in a hotspot, like Leicester was a hotspot a few weeks ago, if you're in Leicester, then schools should not open. If you're in a hotspot area, then your schools should stay shut. But if the rest of the country and wherever else there isn't a hotspot, they should open. Now, that's my opinion. However, that's 3 weeks away. And that's the thing with this thing, is opinions have to be able to be changed in an instant. What you thought yesterday, the virus can teach you something different the next day. And those leaders who think, I said this last week, so I'm just going to stick with it no matter what happens, this is the wrong thing to be playing that sort of game with. So this is what Boris is doing, guys, towards, I guess, our survey of whether schools should open. At least he's talking from a better position than what Trump's talking from, and that much I have to say. So here's a clip of Boris going around the school, and this is what the UK is thinking. For those of you whose kids are going back to school, this is a clip to let you know what the government's thinking is around the school's situation. So it's not so much of a video of Boris visiting the school, but this is the policy and this is what's going on. So take a look, guys.
Let's go to CNN's Nick Robertson in London. Tell us more, Nick.
Jim, the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson visited a school today to reinforce his message. He wants children back in classrooms with their teachers by September. He said it's a moral duty, a national priority. He's indicated that as coronavirus rates are going up here in the UK, if they cross a certain threshold and is forced to choose between keeping schools open or pubs and restaurants, it's going to be schools that remain open. Unions here are pushing back. They want the Prime Minister to have a plan B, perhaps teaching in the classroom for a week, teaching at home for another week. Others are saying that the Prime Minister should be having regular testing for teachers and pupils. The government is saying they are looking at surveys and studies that are being done right now, international studies and surveys, where they say infection rates in classrooms between pupils and teachers is relatively low. They want these children back in the classrooms, in part as well, because the Prime Minister recognises to get the economy going, and that's a big driver for him, he needs parents to be free to be able to go to work. Jim?
All right. Robertson.
Guys, come to the end of the short show which is the first video of the week. I just thought I'd bring you guys up to speed with the school situation. Remember, the Million People March is on the 30th of this month. Less than 3 weeks away now, guys. We expect to see you all there. We're picking the momentum all the time. I want to send a big shout out to all my northern or up north crew of the Black Lives Matter movement who are joining us daily. So guys, we'll see you all there on the 30th of August. In the meantime, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow. Take care and have a brilliant evening. Bye bye now.